Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 125 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of ATM10. Today's plan, I wanted to make a bunch of stuff, mostly creative. So I think I've completed everything in the creative chapter in terms of star automation. So we've got the top ATM star part, and I extracted all my levels because I knew I was going to get like a bunch of plus EXP here. So there we go. And then this guy gets me 50 levels of experience. It's a lot of experience that I just got. I'm just saying. So that's cool. I made 10 ATM stars between episodes. I literally just clicked create 10 ATM stars and it all ran. Not a problem. Easy peasy. Had to do a few little tweaks just to speed things up for the most part. There was nothing missing, but like this dude was kind of slow, this warper that sends from to here. So I added a jar to the ME system here to handle that piece. And like a couple other little minor tweaks like that just to kind of speed up some of the slower crafts that I was waiting for the ATM. So overall, good to go. Should we take a look at creative stuff now? So creative items. We've got creative energy cell. We've got creative energy cube, maybe. Creative Locomotive from Railcraft Reborn. That's cool. Creative Compressed Iron Block. Nice. Okay. Creative Compressor from Pneumaticraft. I'm just going to put them all on the to-do list, and then we'll see what we need to see. A lot of creative energy, guys, which I don't super love. I don't remember making a creative jetpack. Do I have a creative jetpack? No. I don't. So why is this complete? I don't know. Well, I get 100 levels for that? I probably should have had all my XP for that too, but meh. I ain't too worried about it. Creative Spellbook from all the Arcanist gear. Well, that's interesting. Nice. Has infinite mana and all the glyphs unlocked. That's kind of neat. Creative Blood Drop sounds kind of cool. Let's make sure that one's in there. I'm guessing that's Evilcraft Blood Drop. Stop the mass genocide with animals. It appears that PETA has given a compromise. You stop killing innocent animals and they'll give you the creative blood drop. With this, you can fill any container that needs blood infinitely. To craft it, you'll need 4 Promise of Tenacity, an ATM star, along with 4 other items that need to be full of blood. Okay, that doesn't seem so bad. Yeah, not terrible. And then the Creative Source Jar, which I feel like I kind of already have Creative Source, but like also meh. So the only bummer I would say is like half of these items are creative power based. Like all 4 of these are just infinite RF, right? And other than that, some cool stuff to make. There's no infinite fluid or infinite item duper thingy. Like I get that that's pretty OP and whatnot, but still would be cool. Are you behaving yourself? Look at you go. Look at all the experience I've got. I'm loving it. Yep, you're behaving yourself. Nice. I think I fixed the bug where that got stuck every now and then, but not 100% sure. So let's get into making some creative things today. I'm going to do creative energies last, and I may not do all of them just because, like, we'll see. We'll see. Creative source jar sounds fun. So if I wanted a creative source jar, I just need unobtainium source jars that are full. So that would be this guy, right? So I want 4 of these. So let's go down to our occultism area. Add you to the recipe here. And then I believe all I need to do is search for unobtainium source jars and add that to the filter. And that should be cool. Is that all there? On the down, is there like a... I think that should be good. Let's see if it works. Source jar, unobtainium, go. Start. Oh, you know what I might need to do is on the up, add you. 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 I'm hoping and assuming that these things can only hold one item at a time. Been a while since I set up this automation too. It's crazy how easy it is to kind of forget how everything works. Because, you know, you set it up months ago and it just works, so you kind of like forget what happens, right? Alright, things are going well. I'm happy with this. Woohoo! Sense unobtainium source jar. Okay, cool. Oh, and I bet I need to add you to the vacuumy dude. Such that when it drops, it goes in the... Okay, cool. So give me 3 more of those. And while that's there, I need to fill these up. So I'm guessing you're sending to the jar. Where are you sending? I assume... How many are you sending to? Doesn't really say. Sending to one location, taking from one location. I assume you send to the jar under you, right? So if I did that, and I did that, that would be cool. Hopefully that don't take too long. Presumably that would be pretty quick, right? Yeah, that's moving pretty good. Nice. And I can just swap these out. Easy peasy. So I'll come back when they're done. Alright, so I've got my source gem blocks, and then I just need the ATM star in the middle. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And boom. And there comes my first creative item. I'm cool with that. So that's 1 down. Now for the creative spellbook, we're going to need the Archmage spellbook, which ain't terrible, but might require a little bit of effort. I have a spellbook somewhere, I'm sure. So there's my creative source jar. Let's do this. Let's go home and get out my pedestals, because I don't really need any of these things. Right? So I can just place my creative source jar on there and be like, look what I did it. Hoo-yah. Alright, so that's that done. So now I do have a spell book in here somewhere, which I should be able to upgrade to this guy, but we need the Wilden tribute, right? So we're going to need to do the Wilden ritual dude, right? Wilden tribute needs the Wilden tablet summony bit. Frankly, it's easier to do this, so I'm just gonna, right? And, yeah. When augmented with a spike, horn, and wing, right? So what we want to do is get one of each. A spike, a horn, and a wing, right? And then we get the ritual thingy that I can't pronounce ever. I have a mental block. I can't help it. And we go somewhere where we won't care if it destroys a few blocks. Right? And then we tablet, and if I'm right, we just drop. And then this should summon the Chimera, which I think will be a pretty easy boss fight. We'll find out. Okay. Quest complete. Kill the Wilden Chimera. I think that went pretty well. No complaints. Wilden Tribute. Nice. And I can use that to augment the Archmage spellbook. And then at this point, it's, you know, it's just that, and that's the creative spellbook, and that's another quest complete. Yeah, Two down. Two down. Creative spellbook. Golden tribute complete. Back to home. And we'll mount this on our thingy. So this has all the stuff unlocked. And it has infinite mana, which is kind of cool. I like it. All right, let's check out this creative blood drop dude. So that's going to need some Promise of Tenacity 3, which is going to need Diamond Promise and Bowl of Promises 3. Or 2, I guess. Either one. Diamond Promise. So we're going to need to go back to our Blood Magic-y area. And I'm guessing this is you, Mr. Blood Infuser, right? And I'm guessing we have like... I can do this, can't I? Yes. Yes, I can. And on the north face, I would like you to be overclocked. Whop. That works. And then you're constantly filling up with more blood anyway, so we should be fine on this. Okay, so you need Promise of Tenacity 2, which needs a Promise of Tenacity 1, which needs a block of iron. So I'm guessing we need roughly 4 of these. Right, so I do this. And then you make your iron promise acceptors. Right, which we also need Bowl of Promises tier 2. Okay, that works. That works actually quite well. Three of you. I feel like we're actually going to need more of these, right? How are you made? Dark power gems? Just need dark gems. There we go. Okay. And then that's cool. So now we want to do you, right? And then you get upgraded. Am I understanding this correctly? Oh, wait, no. I only need the diamond block dudes, right? I believe that to be true. Right? Yeah, I think I was doing that backwards. Because it only needs it to do the craft, right? It doesn't actually need that guy. Right. So we get a few of these, and we get a few of those, and we get a few of these, and we get these 4. Right? So that's cool. And then we just need the rejuvenated flesh, the necromancer staff, the mace of distortion, and the broom. Right? So broom from Evilcraft. Interesting. Doesn't really seem to have a recipe, does it? Because that's from Macaw's Holidays. That's not the broom that I was thinking of. How about this broom? Nope, neither of these brooms have a recipe. So I think I might have to go into the Evilcraft book for that. How about Mace of Distortion? That doesn't look too undoable. Right? Boom. How about Necromancer Staff? Also not too doable. Or not too not doable. And then Rejuvenated Flesh. Garbanzia. We can craft that, can't we? That is Materialized Vengeance Essence. Is that the stuff I have to kill vengeance spirits with? Ugh, I hate the killing of vengeance spirits. It's like the worst thing to have to do. I really hate having to kill it. Do I have the thingy in here that does the killing? Okay, so let's go outside. Find something to kill. I think it can be passive mobs at that, can't it? I'll kill this guy. Holy cow, he killed me really faster than I expected him to. Did you see how fast I died? There we go. I only hate this process because they die so slowly. But wow, did that guy, like, uber one-shot me or what? Okay, and then this can go in here to make you. And then you guys can all go away. You're cool, you're cool. Nice. You're cool. You're cool. And then I believe this goes in here. We might need more of this. There's your Garbunzia. And then we use our humanoid flesh that I have is from me. And then that's that dude, right? So that's done now. So now we're like all but the broom, right? So how do I make an evil craft broom? Because it does that. That's it, right? So is the quest book maybe tell me for evil craft? Anything about a broom in here? Here we go. Brooms can be made using broom parts. Every broom is made up of 3 parts: a rod, a cap, and a brush. Each part can be crafted by combining the bare parts to give us a bit of math or modifiers type out. Make sure to check out the guide before info. The craft brooms. Okay. So rod, cap, brush. Does it matter which one for this? Wheat brush, dark gem cap, wooden rod. So we want a wheat brush. Okay, brush. That's vanilla Minecraft. That's occultism. That's paintbrush. Cap from Evilcraft? Those aren't in JEI either. Broom part, broom part, broom part. Yeah, there's like broom parts, but they don't have... Oh, here we go. Okay, finally found something. So for we want wooden rod. So here's wheat brush. Here's dark gem cap. That's what we wanted, right? Did I put that on my to-do list? I'm guessing wooden rod is pretty easy to do. Stone rod. So I need a bare rod, right? And a bare cap. That don't seem to have recipes. Bare rod. There's something very funky about this, but I'm thinking it's something like this. So 3 dark sticks and a crushed dark gem is the rod, and then that's the brush. I'm going to screenshot these because this was not easy to find the lookup for, right? I can't even add them to like the list of things to make. Actually, I can only have one of them. So they're like, somehow they're all the same thing. So Evilcraft 6. So there's your bare rod. There's your bare brush. And then it's gem for the cap, right? And then it looked like we need a wheat brush. So we get the brush, and we do wheat. So it's like a 3 like that, but it's not working because it needs to be hay bales. Wheat brush, 2 hay bales. Wheat brush. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. Dark gem cap. Cool. And then wooden rod. Right? Wooden rod. So I'm going to assume that you're just going to be wood. Like oak planks. Hooray, wooden rod. I am shocked that that actually worked. And then just combine all 3, and we've got our broom. Nice. And then blood. And then we should be able to combine these into our creative blood drop. Hooray! Hooray! Infinite bloods. Oh, look at that. Boom. All the bloods. How cool is that? I love it. Okay, so not terrible. Not terrible at all. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, none of these creative mode crafts are hard per se. That one was just annoying because it was weirdness with JEI. But if you think about what I actually went into crafting all that, was not bad. I had almost all of it already, right? Now these are all energy. Let's do creative compressor. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. But I think we can pull it off. Creative compressor. I'm just going to put that guy in there and see what I'm missing in terms of auto crafting, right? So I need the electrostatic compressor, most of which I know how to make. Turbine rotor, most of which I know how to make. Turbine blade goes into that dude, right? So I pop these in here. And then you're cool, right? Advanced air compressor. Cool. Regular air compressor. Cool. That's my rotor. That's cool now. Flux compressor. Should be fine. As long as I know how to make this, which I do. Right? And then finally, you just need to know how to make one of these dudes, which looks pretty easy peasy. So just a smidgen of crafting. And then we're going to want to head over here. Can't believe I died. Isn't that crazy? And then you get Mr. Patterns. Surprised I never made a turbine blade rotor thing, but like, I guess it makes sense. So creative compressor needs a lot of crafts, but it should all be doable. Right? I'm guessing it's putting like a ton of stuff in there. Do I have speed upgrades in these guys? And you're running but your pressure is a little bit low. Probably because you guys are running. But once I have a creative compressor, this will be easier. Ain't that right? I never had to get deep in pneumaticraft. Oh boy, that's going to be an explosion. I guess that exploded a little faster than I thought it would. Whoops. Shh, don't tell anybody. Whew. All better. Y'all ain't seen nothing. You know what it is? You guys had upgrades in you, didn't you? Maybe. Okay, so that's cool. Oh boy, I had a pressure tube thingy. How was that working? I don't remember. Anything else drop? I got that. Okay, you were here. And that's probably it. Hope so. Worst case, it explodes again. I'm guessing you have a big backlog of pressure chamber valves, all making the many, many pressure tubes that we need. Right? So, but it's working. Just gonna be a minute. Yeah, you're cruising. You're good. Did you have like an upgrade in you? You didn't. Okay, so you're just doing like the measurement thingy, right? Yeah. If red is great is less than 8, then yeah. And if it's greater than 8, like, okay, cool. So yeah, we're good. We're good. I didn't have that like advanced bit enabled, so I'm totally cool with everything here. Okay. So basically that's auto crafting a creative compressor for me. And if I want a creative compressed block, that looks pretty cool too. Let's just teleport home for that real quick. And just so I can say that I made it, I'm gonna make it. Are we cool over here, friends? Everybody fine? Oh, you're creaking. Why are you at 5? How are you at 5 if your inputs are... Oh. Don't explode on me now. Let's go, you. Start using more of that, would you? Drain. Drain! I don't want an explosion. I don't know how you got overboard, but you did a little bit. Oh, I know why. Because you're on always. Right. I need you on high signal. Is that right? Or is it low signal? I think it might be low signal that I want you on, right? Because you should not be running now on account of the fact that... Yeah, you should be on high signal because your pressure is too high now, so you should not be able to run, right? You guys should all be off now. Cool. Okay, so that's cool. And then I assume in like a moment, you're going to be all awesome about stuff, right? He's trying to keep up, but it's hard to tick accelerate at this stage because I don't have a creative compressor keeping everything happy. But I think it's 20 per craft here, so we're cool. Yeah, this is the last bit, the advanced. And then he's going to go all drop everything in here. And I think this dude needs, like, pretty darn close to 5. See? So we need to get that pressure up a little bit more. Just a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. Don't start you creaking at me now. You ain't creaking yet. Oh, how did you explode? Don't actually know. I guess somehow the one on the end there was misbehaving. But these guys, you're all going to be good, right? You're going to behave yourself. Oh, I see what's happening. You are on high signal. I think I have to like tell you to just run no matter what. I don't want you tick accelerated just yet. I want you to stay on, but not tick accelerated. So once you're off. I don't know what exact pressure you need to be at, but it's going to be close. Okay, you're cool. You're cool. 4.8. Should probably upgrade these to better tubes, shouldn't I? I should probably. I don't know if it makes a difference in terms of like throughput or whatever, but I should have the better tubes on them so that you transfer out of there faster. I think I could do that. Yeah, and then you're going to craft over there for those tubes. I like this. Come on, you can do it. Cool, cool, cool. And everybody's groovy now. Oh yeah, I need you to have this reinstalled. Oh, it finished. Woot! It did it! Cool. So creative compressor is good. So that means in theory, I should be able to remove this guy and this guy and instead stick the creative compressor here. And you should be at 4.9 bars. Right? And then this should just stay at 4.9 bars. And that's all she wrote for the compressor setup. I'm going to leave the other stuff here just in case. But like that should stay at exactly 4.9, and that's like your creative compressor, and everything will be at 4.9 now. How cool is that? Right? I like it. All right, and then creative compressed block. Getting these doors open and closing faster means good things for us. $64 a tick. Okay, yeah, I thought you'd extract faster, but all good. Oh, he's probably not allowed to extract until the door finishes. That's fair. I wonder how much iron's in there. Oh my goodness, a lot of iron's in there. Maybe I should have done blocks instead of ingots. Maybe. The good news is we have all the pressure in the world now, so we ain't even, like, breaking a sweat in terms of pressure. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Well, I guess we'll be back. How about next episode we'll be back? Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can wrap up here. Come back next episode and knock out the remaining creative items, and then call it a series, maybe? We'll We'll see. I'll double check that there's nothing else I want to do. For now, Double 20 signed off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.